Are you excited for this halftime show?
I don't want to say I'm not excited. She's fantastic. That's not where I'm going with this.
Okay, where you going?
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a lot of things. She's spectacular, actually.
Yes.
And congratulations on new mamahood.
Yes.
There's one thing she's not.
Uh-huh.
She ain't Beyonce.
I know she's not Beyonce, but wait a minute, hold on.
See, I like Stephen A. Smith, and he's a smart man. Like, I've been watching him for probably over a decade right now. But how could you not be smart enough to understand that this was a bad idea? Like, why would you even insinuate anything like that? Like, clearly, she has a huge fan base, so they're gonna come for you. There's gonna be repercussions with everything you say. You get paid to talk. He's like the biggest guy on ESPN right now. He gets paid to talk, so he knows whatever he says on TV is going to impact in some way, especially if it's kind of derogatory to another celebrity that has a huge fan base. Like, bruh, you gotta be smarter than that. And I do think he's smarter than that. That's why I'm kind of confused. Like, why would you even insinuate some shit like this?
Hold on.
Steven.
The only reason I brought up Beyonce is because Beyonce recently performed at the Super Bowl.
Yes, she did.
And with and without Bruno Mars and Coldplay.
Okay, so Beyonce performed, but she's had her time. Now there's Rihanna. Rihanna's coming back.
Yeah.
She got that extra of motherhood. I like Rihanna.
You know what? I like television.
Uh-huh.
I like a lot of talent out there. There's some spectacular females in television. I just want to say that. Everybody ain't sharing.
Okay, everybody's not sharing.
That's not throwing shade on them. That's appreciating their greatness, but understanding there's levels.
Oh, man.
You know?
Okay.
You see how, like, the crowd is kind of forced to clap? I'm sure there's like a clap banner at the top or whatever. I don't know how these talk shows work or anything like that, but it just seems so awkward. The crowd is like, what is he talking about? Like, who even brought up Beyonce? We're talking about Rihanna. And yeah, man, this is just not smart by Stephen A. A person who I believe is a smart individual. That's why I'm so confused. Like, why would you do some dumb shit like this?
Rihanna's music is fantastic. She's great. She's a sister. I love her dearly. I listen to her music. I'm gonna support her till the cows come home. I'm just telling you, for me, there's Beyonce and there's everybody else. Just like it was Michael Jackson and it was everybody else.
You gotta give Rihanna a chance because I really think Rihanna's gonna surprise you. I think Rihanna's gonna surprise you, Steven, and we'll leave it at that and we'll see. I'm gonna text you after she performs.
You go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna text you.
You got the number?
I got your number. I sure will.
Got the number. She's gonna be good. She can't be bad. She's too great not to be good. I'm just saying Beyonce spoiled.
It's okay. Let it go. Open up your mind. That's all I say.
I just got out of First Take, and I saw some headline that's circulating all over the place about my quote that Rihanna ain't Beyonce. See, you know, I'm gonna own it. I know what y'all trying to do, but I'm gonna...
First of all, you know this is not a good idea, Stephen A. Stephen A, you're just making it worse, trying to keep it in the limelight. That's why I'm like, is he doing this on purpose? Because he knows not to be doing stuff like this. Maybe he felt pressured, that's why he was trying to make an apology. But it's like, bruh, you're just making it worse. There's nothing... Okay, he needs to understand, and I'm sure he does understand. There is a set of people that no matter what you do, they will hate you. So if there's any type of cancellation that's trying to go on or trying to start against you, they will side with it just because they don't like you. So you trying to apologize to whoever is just making the situation worse. It's keeping it in the limelight. It's making people look at it more like, wait, what is he apologizing for? Because I didn't even know about this until I saw he was apologizing. I'm like, what is he apologizing for? And personally, looking at what he said on that Sherry show about Rihanna, it wasn't even that bad. But you gotta understand the world we live in, bro. This world is soft. This is a soft world we live in. It's only gonna get softer. So they're gonna try and combat everything you do, and especially if you try and bring somebody up that's a celebrity that has a huge fan base and pit them against another celebrity who also has a huge fan base. Like it's not a good look, Stephen A.
Own it because I get paid to speak for a living, so I need to be more careful. I want Rihanna to know you're a superstar. You're sensational. You're spectacular. You're no joke. And you are a worthy person to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. Having said all of that, I was answering a question from Sherry Shepherd, who took over the Wendy Williams show and now got her own thing going, and I'm very proud of her. And she asked me, with a bunch of sisters in the audience, what she asked me. Now, I'm a Beyoncé fan. I think that Beyoncé is not only a phenomenal performer, the phenomenal performer. And the only reason any kind of comparison came into play is because Beyoncé performed at halftime of the Super Bowl, not just by herself, but one separate Super Bowl performance.
The thing is, Stephen A., she didn't ask you about Beyonce, bro. You're the one who brought up Beyonce. I get what he's saying. Like, he brought up Beyonce because she performed before. But all she asked was, what do you think about Rihanna performing? All you gotta do is say, oh, yeah, she's a great singer. She's a great performer. I'm looking forward to it. End of story. Literally, nobody would have said anything. But of course, you didn't say that. You said the worst thing you could have. Actually, not the worst thing, but you did say some things that's gonna hurt some feelings. So you gotta understand, Stephen A.
Performance with Bruno Mars and Coldplay, and I thought those were two of the greatest shows that I've ever seen. So what I'm saying is, anybody has to measure up to that. Last year, with Snoop and Dre and Mary J and Eminem, I was like, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Coldplay, big time. They got to measure up to that. Anybody who does Super Bowl or Super Bowl halftime show, forever I'm going to say Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Coldplay, and then Beyonce by themselves. Michael Jackson could still be alive, and I would say it's got to measure up to that. Eminem, who's one of my favorites, I would say that about him. Coldplay, when they talked about Coldplay initially for the Super Bowl, I was like, not enough. That can't measure up to Beyonce and Bruno Mars, or Bruno Mars by himself, or Beyonce by herself. I've always said that. I meant it as no disrespect to Rihanna. I know she's phenomenal, and she's my sister. Nothing but love for her. But Beyonce is my sister too. I got love for both of them. I just think that Beyonce is the greatest performer out there today. That's me. That doesn't mean I'm hating on anybody else. Doesn't mean I'm damn.
See, here's the thing. It doesn't mean you are hating, but when you bring somebody else up, it sounds like you're hating. Like, you can't be surprised when people take it as hate. And personally, I'm not going to try and like cancel you and demean you over it, but there are some people in this world, again, that don't like you. So no matter what you do, you will never be able to win. He could have easily said, Rihanna is a great performer. I'm looking forward to it. That's it. He's the one who brought up Beyonce. Like, oh man.
Sure, wishing for Rihanna to fail. I don't believe she's going to fail. She's going to be great. I'm just saying that I'm a Beyonce fan. That's all. That's it. Rihanna, go do your thing. I apologize for creating whatever brouhaha comes of this. I gotta be more careful where people twist it and turn it into something it ain't. My bad on that. Now I gotta go. Good luck, sweetie. Looking forward to seeing you perform at halftime during the Super Bowl. You know you gotta turn it out. You know you gotta turn it out. And I believe you will. All the best to you. Bye-bye.